Hey guys, Jamiy here, and today on Roblox we're playing some more Pokemon Fighters EX, as you can see on screen right now, and today we're going to be checking out Mew. Also, we've already checked out normal Mew and shiny Mew, but we haven't checked out the reflective or the shiny reflective Mew, and we also have something special that you can get for beating. I don't think it's a developer. I think it's just like a person that helped Pokemon Fighters EX's developers when it was first released. I think it like helps with donations to run advertisements for the game. Might be completely wrong, but that's from what I've heard. But obviously, what I'm talking about is Primal Mew. So if you don't know, Primal Mew is a Pokemon that is very similar to the shiny Meowth and the shiny Drache. That if you beat a certain person, you will get this special Pokemon. Although I don't think too many of the developers that have these special Pokemon that when you beat them you get these prizes really battle anymore. The reason why I have it, and the reason why I haven't recorded like a video saying that I'm battling this guy, because if you don't remember, the guy that you actually get this Primal Mew from is Musite, something like that. If you haven't watched the Groudon video when I first got my Groudon for this game, go back and watch that. You can see that the first clip that I actually saw the Groudon spawned, I went over it, looking at it, and someone came along and I guess technically stole the Groudon. That was Musite, and he didn't know that I was actually trying to get it, so he took it. And also, to apologize, he gave me the Primal Mew just because obviously in my VIP server he stole my Groudon, I guess, so he gave me Primal. So we'll go check that out today, but obviously I'm gonna save the Primal for last, and then you can actually, there's no shiny Primal. Obviously if I click the Primal and the shiny, it doesn't work, but there is a reflective version, so we can check out that. But anyway, let's go into the normal Mew. So obviously I'm gonna check out all of them. I think I've gave them all the best moves that it can learn right now, Psychic and Aura Spear. I think this is the best one at least. I guess you could use Ancient Power, but I think these are the best moves I can get so far. Transform, I mean, I might as well have Transform on it, right? Actually, let me just quickly check. I don't think I have the music on. I don't. I always forget about that. But anyway, here is the normal Mew. So if you don't actually know as well, Mew is one of the only few Pokemon that actually has an animation in the game. As you can see, when it's moving, it's kind of like floating. When you jump, obviously, you get a nice animation. When you're falling from a high distance, which I guess I'll climb up to the top of the tree, kind of like just like, it's not exactly a backflip. It's like it's just swirling and it's going like just diving down. Can I climb up this anymore? Wait, did they fix this? Oh no, they're still doing it. Oh, look at him jumping! Wow, it's kind of weird. But yeah, I mean, also Mew has. I think that actually the Primal Mew also has the exact same features. But anyway, if you fall, you can see like spins on his head like diving, which is pretty cool. Then obviously you have the animation for climbing ladders, which I think it's better to do on a bigger ladder case to be able to show off the animation. So really quickly then, as you can see, kind of like swings his body side to side using just his arms, it looks like, just to climb, which I think is pretty cute. I kind of like the animation, and if I believe correctly, I think that the same guy that you get the Primal Mew for, Musite, I believe he also is the guy that made the animation for Mew. Now I could be wrong about that as well. I'm not 100% sure. That's just what I've been told, and it might be false information, but that's what I've been told. So yeah, I'm pretty sure Mew is one of his favorite Pokemon, or is his favorite Pokemon. He's one or the other. But anyway, there is the normal Mew. Obviously, really good. But there's that. Let's go check out the shiny Mew lens, because obviously there's no evolutions for it. So and I think we've already checked out the Mewtwo. So we're not going to check that out at all, because obviously I've shown off the reflective. I think I've shown off the shiny reflective Mega Mewtwo Y. If I haven't, I'll definitely do a video on that in the future. But anyway, for the shiny Mew, obviously it's just the exact same, just like I said, blue. Which I'm not going to lie, Mew is like perfect for the colour schemes. Because I love the pink version, and I really like the blue version. The only problem is though, I don't know which one I like better. Let me know in the comments. Which version do you think you like better? Do you like the normal Mew or the shiny Mew? It's really close, but I think I'll have to give it to like the pink Mew, because the pink goes so good with Mew. I as much as it pains me to say that, because obviously the shiny Mew is just as good, but I think it's a slight. I think the pink Mew or the normal Mew has a slight edge over the blue, to be honest. So that's just personal preference, obviously. But there is the shiny Mew, which again, it looks really cool. They went so well with Mew, which also is, I think is Mew meant to be like the ancestor Pokemon. Let me know actually what Mew is. I think it's meant to be like the ancestor Pokemon. If anyone can leave a comment, tell me what Mew actually is. First person that I see do it will get pinned, I guess, because I've been doing that recently, and people really like getting pins, because I end up finding out a lot of more information, because usually I can't really find this information that well. I don't know if it's on Bulbapedia or like Pokemon Database, the sites that I usually use to like look up stats. I don't know if low sites also hold that information, but anyway, onto the normal reflective lens. So obviously, I'm gonna keep the pink form, but in the night, it just becomes a little bit darker, which actually this looks really cool. And also when it is daytime, it'll just go into like a blue, become a more brighter version. It'll get like probably a little bit of a blue on it. So I think the shiny version or the reflective version at night will probably be a lot better. But there is the normal reflective Mew, which again looks amazing. The Mew is actually really good. Next up though, we have the shiny reflective Mew, which again, I mean, I'm not really sure about the shiny reflective Mew. I think this one actually might look a little bit better in the sun or during the day. Actually, then again, maybe the cloud version of it would be really good, because let's say give that nice cloudy feel. It's like an already very light Pokemon being a very light blue. Probably would work really well. But there is the shiny reflective Mew, which actually doesn't look that bad now that I look at it a lot closer. But I don't think it really looks as good as just without the reflective. So we might need to check those out in future. In the future, when it's like when there's clouds up, or it's just a daytime. But anyway, there is the shiny reflective Mew. And now, obviously, what most people have probably been waiting for is the Primal Mew. Now, like I said, I think it's the exact same size, everything's the exact same, although I think the stats are actually a little different. So, look at those stats, 230 attack, defense, and whatever. So, 230 is across the board, whereas a normal one, okay, so it looks like it's the exact same. I don't think the typing changes. I could be wrong about that though, so just keep that in mind. Because I'm not 100% sure about Primal Mew. I couldn't really find too much information on it, to be honest, because there's a few people that actually don't know about this thing. But so the stats are the exact same. I think the only differences are it's got a color scheme change, which obviously it's like a pure black, kind of like a devilish. So calling it a Primal Mew, kind of weird. I feel like it would probably be better off being called like not a Cosmic Mew. Actually, maybe Cosmic might be good, but it's more like a Devil Mew, to be honest. But also keeping the same movesets. I don't think it gets any special moves. Yeah, it doesn't look like it does. So I think it is the same typing as the normal Mew, which obviously is pure Psychic. Which obviously in Generation 1, my gosh, Mew and Mewtwo was so broke. And Alakazam, any Psychic type Pokemon was so broken, because obviously there's a few glitches. I'm pretty sure in Generation 1, Ghost didn't affect Psychic because of a glitch, and they actually misprinted it. It was either that or Psychic was super effective against Ghost. It's one or the other, but Psychic was really strong, because obviously there's only a couple of bug type moves, which obviously Psychic is weak to bug, and none of them really did too much damage. Like I think there was no moves above 50 base power for bug type moves, because usually the only bug type Pokemon you'd see was like very early on in the game, so obviously they're very weak. So yeah, Psychic kind of like run rampant in Generation 1, because obviously the Dark type wasn't introduced yet, because that was Generation 2, which same with Steel. So I mean, Steel wasn't in the game, so you didn't really have anything to resist it. I mean, Psychic, actually what is Psychic weak to? Bug, Ghost, Dark. That might be it. I'm pretty sure there's another type that I'm forgetting about, but I think that's it. Which always, like I said, I mean, in Generation 1, I think it was Ghost didn't affect Psychic, which was a bug, or Psychic was super effective against Ghost. It was one or the other. I actually could have been both, but I don't think it's. And like I said, Dark type wasn't in the game yet, which sort of means there's another type that doesn't hit it super effective. And like I said, with bug type moves, there wasn't really any bug type moves that any Pokemon could get that could actually do a lot of damage. Because like I said, I mean, even if it did do an okay amount of damage, you had Mew and Mewtwo, which only had like one weakness, I'm assuming. Actually, let me look at the psychic stat. Let me make sure that I'm not forgetting about a specific type that is super effective. Mew. Okay, Mew is weak to Dark, Bug, and Ghost. Nope, that's great. Generation 1 type charts. This might be really good. Generation 1 and 2 to 5 type charts. Okay, then this is Generation 2 to 5. I don't want that. Wait, let's have a look at this one though. Where's Generation 1 type? Oh wait, I found it. Yeah. Psychic was immune to Ghost in Generation 1. I think it was a bug, because it was meant to be super effective against it. And obviously, like I said, Psychic is only weak to Ghost, Dark, and Bug. Which obviously, Ghost couldn't even touch Psychic. Dark type wasn't even invented yet. Same with the Steel typing and the Fairy, which also was introduced, I think, in Generation 6 or 5. I think it was Gen 6. But then Bug type moves again. There wasn't really any good type any really good damaging output damaging bug type moves. So Mew, Mewtwo, Alakazam run rampant. Actually, I guess so did Starmie. Starmie was a really good Pokemon as well for like a rapid spinner. Like super strong back in Generation 1. Now you don't really see too many Psychic type Pokemon because obviously usually they're very frail, especially Alakazam, and especially once the special stat got split. Because if you actually don't know, special attack and special defense in Generation 1 wasn't a thing. So special attack and special defense, these used to be combined into one stat, which for some Pokemon is a lot better than others. For example, Chansey. Now Chansey was really good back in Generation 1 because obviously, as of right now, Chansey has a... Actually, is Chansey in the game yet? What is it called again? It's not Chansey. What's the pre-evolution? Celebi, Chespin, Chilling, Cherubi, Cleffa. There's not Cleffa. It's Chansey, Blissey. Isn't it H? It's Happina. Okay, but if I quickly become this and evolve into a Chansey, which has to be daytime, so I can't even do that. But I mean, just looking at this base stat, actually, can I evolve into it yet now? Okay, no. Well, just look at the Happina's stats. So let's just say that this is very similar to Blissey, or I mean Chansey, where special attack is really low, like I don't know, fairly low, a lot lower than special defense. In Generation 1, Chansey had the same special attack as special defense since it was all one stat, just the special stat. So Chansey could do a ton of damage back to Pokemon, which is why it usually run like Flamethrower, Ice Beam, Thunderbolt, Flamethrower, Ice Beam instead of like Seismic Toss, because it could do a ton of damage back to Pokemon. Whereas in the Generation 2, when they split the special stat, Chansey had still kept its good special defense, but lost a lot of its special attack, which means obviously it usually started revolving around having to run Seismic Toss for the damage output, because obviously it lost a good amount of its special attack stat. So that's like the main reason why so many Pokemon was so overpowered in Generation 1. Like Slowbro, my gosh, that was disgusting. Because like I said, since the special stat was one stat, Calm Mind was OP as heck. Like you think Calm Mind right now, you think, okay, +1 special attack, +1 special defense. Not that much, but once it starts doing a lot of them, it's OP. Back in Generation 1, Calm Mind increased your special stat by 2, technically equivalent to two Calm Minds today. So back in Generation 1, you would increase your special stat, special attack, and special defense by +2 stages every time you used Calm Minds. Whereas now, like I said, it's only a +1 special attack and +1 special defense. So back in Generation 1, there were so many things broken. I don't even know why they even thought just one special stat was a good idea. because they had physical attack and physical defense, it should be really obvious that they should have done that for the special side of it as well, but they didn't decide until Generation 2. I don't know why they didn't even think about that before releasing it as in Generation 1, but yeah, but like I said, here is the Primal Mew. It looks really, really good. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of really like this one as well. Don't like it as much as the normal Mews though, unfortunately, just because I mean I've grown up with the normal Mews. So yeah, but if Mew does get a Primal Mew, I would happily have it look like this, to be honest, if it actually did, because obviously Mega Mewtwo, Mewtwo got two Megas. Mew is just kind of stuck on its own, which is weird because Mewtwo is a clone of Mew. So technically, Mew should have a Mega form, or when they were creating Mewtwo, they put in some other genes when they were gene splicing for it to be able to Mega Evolve, whereas the Mew couldn't at all. So I'm hoping that Mew does get a Mega Stone, but I don't think it's really likely it'll get a Mega. If anything, I think it might get a Primal, since it is meant to be like the ancestor Pokemon, I believe. One of the oldest Pokemon in general, and the same thing like Kyogre and Groudon, it's older forms, which are its primals, reverse itself back to its previous forms, which they're a lot stronger, so maybe Mew could get something like that. And if it does, my gosh, I hope it's going to be good. I'm hoping it keeps like the same 100 in every stat, but a little bit more. But the only problem is though, you have 6 stats to try and fill out 100 more stat increases, so maybe they might have to change it, which I don't think Mew is probably going to get a primal at all, because of its how its base stats work right now. But it would look it'll be so good if they actually did, because obviously Mew is probably one of the most lovable Pokemon in Pokemon. It's just so good. I mean, there's nothing to hate about Mew. I mean, nothing at all. But there is the the normal reflective Primal Mew, which obviously it doesn't have a shiny form since it's just a Primal Mew, which is a little unfortunate. But obviously, what would it be? Just an inverted version of a Primal Mew would look really cool in this game. I kind of like that. Instead of like having a fully black Mew, having a fully white Mew. Yes, please. That sounds awesome. But yeah, there is the reflective Primal Mew. So hopefully you guys enjoyed. I'm gonna leave it off there. If you have any other specific Pokemon and legendaries that would like me to go check out their reflective forms and shiny reflective forms, let me know in the comments down below, and I'll try and do them as soon as possible. Plus I might feature in the video if I do that specific legendary Pokemon for the reflective forms. Anyway, I'll leave off there. Hopefully you guys enjoyed, and like always, I'll see you guys next time.